Sei continues to be a project that I am buying more hand over fist. We're going to talk about that in this video. I'm going to lay out my bullish catalyst, plus stay towards the end of the video because we're going to talk about my price prediction for SEI. We're not going to waste any time, guys, but before we get started, welcome back to the channel. My name's Doc. Throughout the day, I'm a resident physician, and at night and in the early mornings, I take you guys on my crypto and investing journey. We are not wasting any time. There is one thing that I'm going to ask for you guys as you're coming in. Smash the like button. We are so close to 10,000 subs. Help me get there. Really appreciate all of your guys' help. Okay, we're going to talk about Sei, but real quick, we got to talk about Bitcoin. Yesterday, we had the FOMC meeting, and we're going to get to that. Right now, Bitcoin sitting at a little over $117,000. We're looking at the daily chart here. You can see this nice run up. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time on this. Bitcoin dominance is continuing to fall. This is really a sharp move. I don't think people realize how sharp this move is when we zoom out. This is going to keep coming down. It's going to crash hard, and that's really good. As you guys are coming in, smash the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Again, we need your help to get to 10,000 subs. Okay, this is really interesting. So yesterday, the Fed, not only did we have the FOMC, but we also had the summary of economic projections. And guys, I promise we're going to get to Sei in just a second. Okay, summary of economic projections. The only thing that you need to know about this is the last time we had this in June, the majority of folks, they were unsure of where rates were going to be, right? You can see right here, this red box, people thought the rate at the end of the year, i.e. the end of 2026, or excuse me, end of 2025, would be just below 4%. But if we scroll over to the new projections, which is here, you can see a lot of people think the rate at the end of the year is just going to be a little bit above 3.5. What does that mean in layman's terms? Well, what it means is we're getting 2 more rate cuts this year. And I can tell you right now, people don't realize this. Yesterday, the Fed signaled we are going into an easing cycle. Yeah, everything you've seen on Twitter, everybody you've seen on YouTube, yeah, we're getting 2 more rate cuts this year. That is correct, but I don't think people realize what that actually signals for the market. What it signals for the market is that cheap money's coming, and if you look at this is a really interesting chart by 1000X Stocks. He's saying, see what happened in the past when the Fed cut rates near all-time highs in the market, right? The S&P, the NASDAQ, Bitcoin, it's all near the all-time highs. And when we zoom in, all you really need to take a look at is this right column. 12 months after the Fed cuts rates, when markets are within 2% of all-time highs, every time, 20 out of 20, 12 months later, the stock market is green. And guess what? The stock market and Bitcoin, they are highly correlated. This is good for Bitcoin, guys. It's also great for alts, right? Basically, what this means is, yes, there may be some choppiness in the short term, but in the long term, this is really, really good for stocks and Bitcoin. Now, if you guys are trying to leverage trade any projects, including Sei, guys, you can do a 50x leverage on BTCC. There are no KYC, no VPN. I wouldn't recommend 50x, but this is the only platform that I use. I actually have a couple 5 and 6x leverage plays on SEI. So we talked about the FOMC. If you look at the crypto bubbles on the daily chart, alts are loving this. And the good thing is, if you thought yesterday was good news, well, in October, which is just a little over a month away, there's almost a 90% chance that we get that same 25 basis cut. And guys, they are signaling that we're going to have not only a cut in October, but also another cut in December. So the rate is really important. Okay, we're going to talk about Sei. Also, down below, there is a link to my free Discord. We have nothing to sell you, totally free. Tons of alpha in here. Check it out. Price, our link is going to be down below. Okay, SEI, we finally got to it. We're sitting at 32 cents, okay? Up 6% on the day, which has been really good. And I suspect a lot of this is because of the FOMC news. Now, when we zoom out and we look at the yearly, we can see Sei is down, right? At one point, this was a little bit above 70 cents, and this was kind of around the election that time. Right now, it's at 32 cents. And I personally, I'm looking at the SEI price breakdown, this, in my opinion, is set up for a big jump up, especially if we just get back to previous levels, right? We just were talking about that November level, right? That's this right here, this peak right here. Just to get back to there, it's a pretty big jump up, right? That's 106% price increase, i.e. a little bit over a double. And then if we talk about the price prediction where we were March of 2024, right? That was that mini bull run. This would be a 3x from there. So I really think we get back to that price area once Bitcoin starts rocking and rolling and when Bitcoin dominance continues to fall, okay? The other interesting thing that I want to share with you guys is active addresses and transactions continue to go up and to the right, okay? So this is a tweet by SEI, like their official Twitter, and they're saying that the Sei ecosystem continues to set new all-time highs, right? With activity and transactions accelerating across multiple timeframes, the signal is clear. Sei is emerging as the preferred settlement layer for global financial markets. Here's the takeaway that I'm kind of the meat and potatoes of this chart. Adoption is growing on Sei. More people are using it, and more transactions are happening, right? This is what you want to see for an L1 that's continuing to grow. The other thing is, guys, right now they're ranked number 79, right? So of all the cryptocurrencies, they are the 79th largest based on market cap. Take that with a grain of salt. There's some stable coins in there. Right now it has a market cap of $2 billion. Now, yes, the fully diluted value is 3.2. So right, roughly 2/3 of the tokens are in circulation. There will be a little bit of dilution. I've shown the dilution chart before. It's over several years. So I'm not super worried about dilution. No, I genuinely believe if you're to ask me like, hey, Doc, where do you think the price of this project is? I would not be surprised if we hit a $20 billion market cap. That's a 10x from here, right? And you guys know that I always talk about the Polkadot example. The Polkadot example is Polkadot had a market cap of $53 billion last cycle in 2021. If that were to happen, if we were to hit a $53 billion, that would be a 26x from here. Okay. Now, obviously, nothing's guaranteed, right? This is not financial advice. Believe it or not, I don't have a crystal ball, but I just think that this is such an underrated project. You guys have also heard me in the Discord kind of describe this as like the phantom of last cycle. It has that kind of sneaky feel to it where it's going to do really well. And then the other thing is we can actually look up the Sei unlock schedule. I've Googled this before, but I do think it's important to look at, right? Just so you guys kind of know, kind of have on your radar, like, I want to open this in a new tab. Nope, I want to open the image in a new tab. Okay, so you can see if we zoom in here a little bit, this is roughly where we are right now. There are still a good amount of tokens to be unlocked, but if you guys scroll here, the final amount of these tokens unlock in 2032. So yes, there are going to be tokens unlocked, but this is over several years. And honestly, I'm just trying to take advantage of this move over the next 6 to 12 months, right? And the reason I'm saying 6 to 12 months is based off this chart right here, right? This shows that when the Fed cuts rates within 2% of all-time highs, 1 year later, the stock market's higher. And guess what? If the stock market's higher, Bitcoin's likely higher. And if Bitcoin's higher, alts are running. Okay, guys, this is the time. I need to know in the comments, what do you think of SEI? Do you think it's going to put in new all-time highs? And do you think this can hit a 20 billion market cap this cycle? I read all of the comments. Let me know what you think down below. And if you got any value out of this, like, subscribe. We're close to 10,000 subs. And I'm doing a giveaway at 10,000 subs. Check the pinned comment in my Twitter. Okay, guys, I'm chewing on my words. I'm going to get out of here. Appreciate all your support. See you on the next video.